Hi everyone, it's Amy. So today let's talk about needs. It's been reported by those who have committed a sexual offense, and it may very well apply for those of you who have exhibited other self-harm or self-defeating behaviors, that the reason for these behaviors are due to unmet needs as a motivating factor. Obviously, that's not an excuse. Some sex offenders may have just felt the need for sexual excitement. Either way, if you examine the sexual fantasies or the thoughts and feelings that you have, these things may illustrate the real needs that you've failed to meet in your life. So it's important to understand the difference between wants and needs. Now, behavior is mostly directed by goals. One is motivated to do things because they want to do them. See, needs are very different. They fulfill something necessary to sustain life. A want is just a desire. So why do we act differently? Well, because we're motivated by different things. We have different needs that need satisfying, and we act in different ways to get what we want or need. For instance, if you're motivated to stop being sexually abusive, you would follow a program like this. You would seek help from a therapist, any number of things. You'd be motivated to make changes in your life, to become a better person. And you'd want to have that feeling of belonging and love from other people. By becoming a better person, you could achieve that. All right? So we all have needs, and we all work to fulfill them. All right? So what happens when you are blocked from fulfilling those things that you think you need? When you think you're behaving in a way to fill a need, and that need is blocked, the result is a lot of negative thoughts and feelings. And as a result of those negative thoughts and feelings, you may behave irrationally. Okay? You might have anger, you might have depression, etc. And then, to ease this emotional discomfort, you might use some defense mechanisms. All right, so some of these defense mechanisms that you may use are denial, tell yourself lies to avoid the truth, displacement, you use the negative feelings that you have about these unmet needs and you take them out on other people or even on other things like throwing something. All right, compensation. Sometimes a person will excel in one area to make up for a deficiency in another area. Justification, offering excuses for your behavior. Minimization. We've talked about some of these before. Minimization is underestimating the results of your behavior. Rationalization. Convincing yourself that the reason your needs aren't met lies with someone else or something else. Not you, right? In other words, you're not responsible. You make justifications rather than looking at yourself. Regression. In order to take care of some unfulfilled needs, you revert to childlike behavior. A good example of this, for those of you who are sex offenders, think about the way you groomed someone. You may have used those childlike behaviors. Withdrawal. You withdraw from the situation, failing to deal with it in a responsible way. You become apathetic. All right? So I want you to think about what defense mechanisms you've used in the past, and I also want you to think about what you feel your needs are as opposed to what your wants are. So now you see how somebody can react when his or her goals are not fulfilled. And next time we're going to talk more about needs. Not all needs are created equally. Some are higher, some are lower. And part of illustrating that is that I'm going to explain to you Maslow's hierarchy of needs. All right? It's important stuff. So until next time, please subscribe to this channel. Feel free to reach out to me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. And until next time, be well.